Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is just Christine. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm really kind of, burnt out on doing all these plan with me's back to back. So I thought maybe doing this video will kind of rejuvenate my need or want to plan. Anyways, if you guys still haven't decided the planner to use for 2024, I'm going to show you guys some planners that I did use before, and maybe it would help you decide on a planner to use for 2024. So if you guys are interested in this video, please stay tuned. Okay, so just a disclaimer before I proceed with showing you all these planners. I haven't bought every single planner out there, so I'm not really 100% sure which shops offers what. I will give you guys some kind of like I'm gonna name drop some shops that I know has it, but it doesn't mean I've used them. But I will tell you the names of the ones that I do have in my pile, so that maybe you guys can check it out and see what they have to offer. These are not the only ones available in terms of sizes, and there's really there's different types of planners for everyone. These are just the ones that I kind of know of because they are the ones that I've been using from the few years that I've been planning. So yeah, let's get on with that. The first one I'm going to be showing you, so I'm gonna go over the smallest to the biggest in terms of sizes in this video. So the first one here is a Hobonichi Techo, and this is in the A5 size. So they do have, in the A6 size. I don't know why I always get these two mixed up, but the A6 is the smaller of the two. And I have mine in English. So this was my reading journal for this year, 2023. And I actually really like this. I'm not gonna go show you guys every single thing. I didn't write in all of them. So it's basically like this is not a Tomoe River paper, I don't think so, but it's something similar. So it's a very versatile planner. A6 is not the biggest size, but if you want something on the go, definitely something worth looking at, because these are things that you can just put in your bag quickly and jot down things that you need to be done. For the Hobonichi, you get 1 page each day, and if you just want something quick to be written down, you can definitely do that in each page. And if the dates doesn't really matter to you, then you can always put like a washi tape on top of it and just make it like a notebook. Just hint if you guys really don't want it with the dates. But you do have the choice of, I don't know which one it is. Oh, Create with Pen, I think, has a notebook of this size that she sells. I don't think she's selling it right now because it has to be pre-ordered. And Aura Estelle also has, I believe, an A6 size, So this is the A6 that is very compact. That's what I wanted to say. I know there is a size called Passport, which is a lot smaller than this, but I've never gotten a Passport before. For me, to be honest, it's too small, so I don't really want to get into that. So this is the A6, and the only thing that I would kind of be a little bit the cons on this book is that if it's a reading journal, it's a little bit too small for me. As much as I love the notebook itself, sometimes there are some books that I'd be writing a longer review than other books, and it's just not as big as I want it to be. So that is one of the downfall of the A5, the A6 for me. So moving on to the next one is the Hobonichi Weeks. So the weeks is basically, this one is a horizontal layout, and you have the dates here and the kind of like a grid page here. There are some shops that offers something similar in size. I believe Printpression had one. I had his a couple of years ago. I'm not 100% sure where it is now. I was looking for it, but the one that Printpression had is blank, so you can do whatever you want with it. For this one, it's, you know, you have the dates, you have the grid page, so you're basically stuck with a layout. But if you want something that's a little bit more fluid, definitely check out Printpression. The one good thing about this, just like the A6, it's very portable, so you can just put it in your bag, not think about it. But when you need something handy, then definitely this is the one that you need to, you know, you can grab. So if you ever want something that's portable, that's just in your bag, maybe if you want something at on your desk just to kind of quickly jot down things, then this is definitely it for you. Like, this is a planner that's very versatile, very good, very portable, and there is a lot of shops that's also offering this size. I know that Aura Estelle also has this size, and Printpression, like I said, and I'm pretty sure there's a few others out there. Hobonichi obviously also has that. And yeah, so this is the weeks. So I'm not going to say Hobonichi Weeks because Hobonichi is the brand. So this is just the weeks planner. So that's what we call it. Oh, you know what? Happy Planner also has something similar in this size, which is what I think they call is the skinny. I don't quote me on that one, but it is kind of similar in size. The only difference is the Happy Planner is like a disc bound, so this is more of like a notebook bound planner. The good thing about this size, obviously, if you're going to buy inserts, you can always put it in there as well. But let's not get into the disc bound just yet. So that is the week's planner. Okay, so moving on to one of my favorite sizes is the B6. So there are a couple of B6 that I've had throughout the years, and I loved every single one of them. It's just sometimes they're a little bit smaller than what I want to, but for the most part, it's one of the best sizes. So just like how planners come in different sizes, they also come in a variety of formats. So there's obviously the book bound, which is like, you know, obviously it looks like a book. There's rings, there's discs, there's inserts, but I'll go over those while I'm talking about the planner. So here is the B6 size. So the B6 is a lot bigger than the A6 sizes. So this is the A6 that I have here, which I showed you. As you guys can see, this is the size difference. If you guys can see it, you know what? Let me take it out of the book, the cover, so that you guys can see just the difference in sizes. Okay, so this is the Hobonichi A6, and then this is the B6 size. So as you guys can see, there's a big difference in the two right there. So already you have more space to write on, more things to put in. And if the planner is well made, you can definitely make it as chunky and as big as you want it to be. The one that I have here is the one from Aura Estelle. I'm not going to show you the first half of it because this was my travel journal when I went back home, and there's a lot of kind of like pictures and information there that I don't really feel comfortable sharing in to the whole world. Anyways, this is the B6. What I like about the B6 is, like I said, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot more things that you can do with it. You can write on it. You can put artwork in it. I'm not saying that you can't on those ones. You can definitely do, but I feel like there's more space in the B6. So there's more room for you to be more creative, basically. And this is from Aura Estelle. As you can see, it's not dated. It's just blank. You can have a B6 that's dated, has monthlies. I believe the monthlies on this is in the front. Yes. So here it is at the front. There's a wide variety of people that has a B6 in their shop. Aura Estelle is one of them. I believe they're all drawing to a blank, but I believe I don't really know. Oh, Create with a Pen also has a B6. I don't know if it's a B6 planner or a notebook, but I'm pretty sure they have one as well. And yeah, so B6 is a very popular size. And if you're one of those people who likes to have more space but still wants the portability and the first, as just as versatile as the A5, then definitely grab a B6. If you want something not as fluid, if you want something a little bit more rigid, that has calendars, that has dates, that has that looks exactly like a planner, then I'm going to suggest trying out Muji. Muji is a Japanese store. There's some here in Canada. There's some I think there's some in the US. I'm not sure. But Muji Planners is actually really, really good. They have an online store, so if you guys don't have it wherever you're at, then definitely check out their online store if it's available in your country, because these planners are really, really good. They're obviously vertical layout, but they're a lot smaller in sizes. This is not a 1.5 vertical spacing. So regular, what am I trying to say? Regular stickers are not going to be useful here. Like the vertical Erin Condren stickers. I don't know what they're called anymore. But basically not going to be useful because they're a lot smaller. But if you just want something that's a little bit more calendar looking and you want to jot things down for work and stuff like that, definitely check out Muji. And their planners is not that expensive either. I think this one was only $10. Could be a little bit more now, but and the cover here, you can take it out, and I just put this I don't know what this is called. You guys know what I mean. I just put in a journaling card in front of it, and you guys get what you can put anything in front of it. Another thing that there is for B6 is B6 rings. So the good thing about a B6 rings, or like even just rings planner in general, is that you can put whatever you want in it. If you want a calendar, you can print a calendar from a printable from a shop. Boom, you have a calendar. If you want inserts that has so let me show you something. So most of my inserts I buy from Annie Plans. So here, this is an old insert, so don't look at it as much as you should. So if you want something like this, then you can print it out with your own printer and paper and stick it up in your rings, and that would be sufficient. And then if you want something for budgeting wise, then you can also do that. Or if you just want it as a notebook, you could also do that. I'm trying to look for my line pages and it's not here. But yeah, the good thing about rings is you can do whatever you want with it. It's a very versatile planner, and if you want something, you can definitely have it. So these are for people who are a little bit more indecisive in terms of layouts. If you're not sure what kind of layout you want for the year, I would suggest a rings because of those two reasons which I just gave you. It's more versatile, and if you're indecisive, this is it. And Any Plans is a really, really good site to look at every single layout that you want. Like if you can think of a layout that you want, I am 100% sure Any Plans will have it. Oh, I think this is my notes. Oh, wow. So here's a calendar. I also have this for kind of like tracking down birthdays and trackers. So like you guys can see, this is from 2022. I didn't really use it as much as I should. And now looking at this rings, it's making me want to kind of use it again. But yeah, so rings, definitely a good thing for people to have. The one drawback that I did have with the B6 rings is the cover itself. As much as I love this cover, this is from Aura Estelle. I think this is one of her earliest work, and this is a leather planner. Is that if you're gonna put this in your bag, it might get dirty, it might get, like written on. So I never really took it out with me to work or anything. Plus I have a tiny bag and I don't like big bags, so this would never have work or fit in my bag. It's also a lot chunkier, as you guys can see how thick that is considering it's a B6. So this is the inserts with all the things that is in it, and this is the regular B6 notebook. See the difference in the chunkiness of it? So yeah, that is something that you have to think of if you guys do get a rings planner or a B6 rings planner anyways. Another planner that I don't really know if this is an A5, but it feels like it is because it's almost the same size as a Hobonichi. This is a Literm planner, and I'm pretty sure it's an A5. If not an A5, it's a little bit lower, smaller than that. But when it comes to versatility and something that you guys want to be a little bit more creative, then I definitely suggest doing just a notebook. It doesn't have to be this Leuchtturm at all. It could be any type of notebook, anytime and any way you want it. Like even if the notebook is something like this or like this. Like these are all different sizes, but the good thing about it is you can do whatever you want with it. The one thing that I really like about the Leuchtturm notebook is that the paper was really good. I never had to worry about ripping or anything with it. I put paper stickers in it and it was never a problem for me. So it's one of the good things that I really, really liked about the Leuchtturm. This was my reading journal, I believe 2019. So this was something that I really, really love doing. And to be honest, this was a bullet journal for me. So if you guys haven't heard of a bullet journal, definitely check out other sites that does very good bullet journaling, because my bullet journaling was half done, half ass, you'd like to say. Let me see if I can even pull one out. Okay, so in terms of bullet journal, this is basically how I did mine. I don't know if there's anything that's of I don't know if there's anything important here that I should not be showing, but that was 2019, so it shouldn't matter anymore. But anyways, bullet journal is a very, very fun way of being creative. So if you're one of those people who likes to be artistic or likes to put down a lot of different stickers in different ways, there's no rigidity to it, there's no rhyme or reason, and you just kind of want to decorate the heck out of your planner, then definitely do bullet journal, because you can go crazy, you can go nuts. There's no standard way of doing anything. Okay, so another size that I really, really like is the A5. I don't have many A5 floating around here in the house, but what I do have is the Hobonichi A5 cousin. It's very popular right now, and I feel like everybody has this planner. This is currently what I'm using for this year in terms of my journal and stuff like that. But for next year, I actually bought another one and have that to go be my catch-all. More about that later. But the good thing about the A5 is that it's big. It has everything that you want, plus the kitchen sink. But for the Hobonichi, you have I don't want to show you guys everything. You have kind of like your weekly, and then you have the daily, and then you have a monthly to work with. So not all of A5 is obviously going to have that. So sorry, here is the monthly. So like I said, not all A5s, not all planners are gonna look the same. But if you want something that has all-in-one, definitely check out the Hobonichi cousin, because why not? It's a really good planner. This one is the Avec, which is divided into two planners. Obviously, you get the two planners. One is the January to June, and then the other one is from July to December. But I've seen a lot of people do different types of things in their Hobonichi. So like I said, you're not really constricted with what the planner gives you. You can do whatever you want with it. You can draw in it, you can paint in it. The good thing about the Hobonichi is the paper, the Tomoe River paper. That being said, Hobonichi is not the only one that, uses the Hobonichi paper. Sorry, the Tomoe River paper. There's a lot of different, planners that has that paper now. And it's a very sturdy kind of paper that doesn't necessarily mean that it's thick. It's actually quite thin, but it holds. Like, it's a very interesting technology that they did. I'm not really 100% sure how everything works, but it's a good paper. That being said, I'm not, talking about the paper now. A5 is a very popular size in the planner community. I think almost every shop that has planners has an A5 because of just the size. You can memory plan in it and have enough space to also put in other things that you'll want in it. I'm trying to think of other. So Aura Estelle is another one that has an A5. Any Plans, if you want inserts, has an A5. If you want like notebook bound, obviously Hobonichi. I think Sterling Ink also has an A5. A lot of people came out with different planners this year, and you can definitely check out the ones that I haven't talked about. And yeah, oh, B6, obviously. B6 is also One Ton in a Million has a B6. Sadie Stickers has a, I believe, has a B6 planner, but that one's a coil planner. Okay, I digress. So A5, the one good thing about I like about A5 is if it's compact enough like this, you can definitely still put this in your bag. The thing is, sometimes when you're not as careful, sometimes paper will get stuck and then it'll get bent and then stuff like that happens, or like if something spills on it. But that's in every single planner. If you're not careful with it, and if you don't really care, if you're not one of those people who's like wants a pristine planner, then it doesn't really matter. But A5 is a good size, a really, really good size that I think is very popular in the community. I'm trying to think if, yeah, so the Midori as well. This is a notebook. So the Midori A5 also has, sorry, this is just a notebook, and I've showed you this before in terms of like if you guys want a little bit more creative planner, then definitely go for an A5. It's not a bad size. Moving on to the next size. I really don't know what this size is. So this is a Happy Planner planner. It's a disc bound planner, and the one good thing about this, well, not the one good thing, one of the good things about it is it's similar to a ring planner. You can get a printable, stick it in here, and you're good to go. The only thing is you do need a special hole puncher to kind of put it in the disc bound, but you still have the versatility to have that choice. And the Happy Planner actually is a really, really good planner. If you get something that's a little bit more neutral, then you don't have to worry about anything. Or if you really like the designs on it, then it shouldn't matter. I bought this not a couple of years ago. I think this was last year's, because I was in love with the whole 2022. Can't even say it. So this is last year, and I really like this because of the cover. The one thing I don't like about it is, since I am using a lot of kits that's more geared towards the regular vertical size kits, the kits is a lot smaller. So if you guys saw okay, so I'm going to show you this. So this is a regular kit size. So this kit right here is a lot smaller than the actual box. So then there is like a space here that it bothered me. If it doesn't bother you, that's fine. You can definitely buy this. It's in every single Michael's store. Sometimes they have things on sale, and they have like a wide variety of like choices. And they have different sizes as well. This is the classic Happy Planner, and this is the only planner that I technically have in their thing. They also have a big Happy Planner that if you want actual like memory planning with pictures galore, definitely check that out as well. I've been seeing a lot of like people with Happy Planners this year, and it's giving me such big, huge FOMO. It's like, so I don't know. I might cave and get another Happy Planner, but as you guys can tell, I didn't even use this one. And I don't really want to keep buying planners and not using them. So the one good thing about that is that, the good thing about it, not the one good thing about it. The good thing about it is that, one, it's versatile. Two, you can do whatever you want with it. Three, you can put different kinds of inserts in it. And four, it's really, really pretty to look at. The disc as well, these discs, you can change it up. So Happy Planner or even other stores now sells these kind of like discs that you can use in different planners. Just be aware though, sometimes that like some shops, they may be a disc planner, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same size as the Happy Planner. So you just have to be aware of the sizes of the planners that you buy. That being said though, these discs I believe can be used in any of those disc planners. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so that the only thing that I didn't really like about that planner is one, like I said, the size of the vertical boxes. It's more of a me thing than the planner thing, so take it as it is. Another thing that I'm not really fond of is that it's a pretty huge planner. So it's not really a planner that I'm gonna take to work, or even if I did take it to work, it's gonna stay at work because there is no way that I'm lugging that everywhere I go. And to be honest, I am not the type of person who would lug that around everywhere I go. I am the type of person who has the smallest bag in the world and would rather have just my wallet and my phone and be happy with it. I cannot go around walking in the mall or anywhere else lugging around big huge bags. And I am in awe at people who does, and I think they're like the best people in the world because they have the energy to hold all those things with them. That being said, I am now going over my favorite size of planner, and it's, to be honest, not the best kind of like planner to in terms of size and to lug around, like I said. So this is the A5 wide planner, and this was created, or this size was created technically by the planner community. You're not really gonna find an A5 wide floating around at Indigo or like other paper places except for the planner community, or I don't think there is, because the A5 didn't really exist until now. Sorry, the A5 wide didn't really exist until now. So this is from Wonton in a Million. If you guys have been watching my plan with me, you guys have seen this a million times, now getting really dirty. And I use A5 wide is the planners that I use for memory planning. I love it. I think it's something that I like doing and most likely continue doing. Even if I did my bullet journal, or like even if I had different planners, I will always have an A5 wide to kind of memory plan with. It's something that I'm used to, what I'm comfortable with, and I really love how it turns out at the end of the day. So that's the reason why I really, really love the A5. So the A5 wide, I believe, is obviously it's the same size as an A5. I'm trying to look for my A5. Oh, so this is the A5 notebook from Midori. And as you guys can see, it's definitely the same size. Well, sorry, it's not the same size, but it's almost the same height, but it's just a little bit wider, and that's the reason why it's called A5 wide. And it's really good because it gives you more space to kind of work with and have all these beautiful things on it. For me, it's eye candy, to be honest. I mean, all these things that we can put on the A5 wide, we can technically put in all of the other planners, but in this planner, it just like, oh, it's like, I don't know, I like looking at it. And it's something that I really, really like. I don't think it's very convenient in terms of putting it in your bag and, you know, using it as an actual planner. I'm not saying that you can't. You can definitely do that. Is just, why would you do an A5 wide when you can do an A5 and have it skinnier? You get what I mean? But I'm not saying that you guys can't. Obviously you could. It's just, realistically speaking, if you're really not gonna put stickers in it or like do anything with it besides write down stuff, you don't really want to put it in your bag and like walk around with it. I'm trying to think if there is an A5 wide that's not a planner. Because I think there are like notebooks lying around like in different shops that's an A5 wide, and a lot of people do buy them, but they're not like this thick, obviously, and they're not calendar, so they're just literally notebooks that people can use for school, for work and stuff like that, or even artwork. Doesn't really matter. But that being said, the A5 wide also comes in rings, and this is an Aura Estelle cover. I forgot what this is called. I think this is the, no, I don't know what color this is. I'd like to say pistachio, but it's not pistachio. And this is one of my favorite kind of like way to memory plan, because it's so much easier to plan with inserts than it is with coils or notebook. You don't have to worry about kind of like having a thick paper being over you, or like, I don't know how to say it, but you don't have to worry about like it getting too chunky that you're having a hard time writing in it, because you can just definitely take out everything that's on here, and like you can take out the paper and just take it out, plan, and then put it back in, and it's done. And yeah, you can have different kinds of inserts in here, just like the B6 rings. It's just as versatile, just not as portable. As you guys can see how big this is. This is the A5 wide rings, and this is the B6 rings. So see the difference? And yeah, so that is everything. But in terms of memory planning, like look how pretty everything turns out. This insert is from Sadie Stickers. I love her paper. Like her paper is one of those really pretty thick paper, and you never have to worry about like ripping or not laying down properly. And the color of the paper is so pretty. It's very white, and yeah, but Sadie's planners or inserts are really pretty. I actually got a coil planner this year, so even though I do love the rings, I want to try out different planners. So this is actually the second coil planner that I'm going to be having, and I'm really excited to use that. Okay, so that is all the planners that I have. Leave me a comment down below what you guys are using this year. I'm so sorry if this kind of informative, not so much informative video is all over the place, but I really did want to just kind of help you guys out to kind of decide what kind of planners you want to use. If there is a planner out there that you really want but is very hesitant to use it, just buy it. Like, buy it, try it out. Nothing's gonna go wrong, but at least you were able to try it out. Like, it's not like the end of the world if you guys don't finish a planner. And I haven't finished, like, not all these planners I've finished. The A5 insert from Aura Estelle, not from Aura Estelle, from Sadie Stickers, I think I only planned until August, and I never finished it. As much as it hurts me inside, it's just kind of too late for me to go back and replan everything. But don't restrict yourself with the norms that's out there. It may work for you, it might not work for you, and that's totally okay. Don't feel like you have to plan a certain way for you to have a good planner. If you think like from the dollar store notebook would work for you just as much as these other planners, then definitely do that. And just be as creative as you want to be as minimalistic as you want to be. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want to. I'm just trying to help you guys find the perfect size for you, but perfect is different for everybody. I really had a hard time when I first started planning what I wanted. Now that I'm a little bit more seasoned in all these planners, there are certain things that I am more comfortable using than other things. But at the same time, I do still kind of want to venture out to different planners out there. Especially those ones that I haven't tried out, like coil planners. I think I've only ever tried it once. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Recollections planners. That one was my first coil planner, and I didn't even finish that planner. So I kind of want to use another coil planner and see how I'm going to like it. If it's not for me at all, I'm probably going to be moving back to the rings in 2025. But at least I can tell myself that I've tried the planner, and you know, I would never doubt that I never tried it. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, or if you guys think I just ranted on all different planners, then let me know or comment down below. Give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much. See you later. Bye.